Hey guys, welcome to another episode of my channel. So today I'm going to teach you how to install MySQL database on Docker. And for that purpose I'm going to use Casa OS, but first I'm going to show you how to use old-fashioned way Docker. So for that reason I'm going to open my terminal and I'm going to navigate to Docker MySQL. In here I have compose YAML. I'm going to show you what I have inside. Nano compose YAML. So in here you are going to see pattern for MySQL compose file. Version 3.8, services, database, MySQL 8.0. In here we have three environmental variables, MySQL root password. In here you are going to set password for root that you would like to use, default user password, and ports. You can also change this. And now, in order for your database to store data permanently on hard drive, you have to provide this address on the right. But in here, you are going to provide address on your data drive itself. So for that, I'm going to use data updata MySQL. Restart always. So this is totally fine. I'm going to copy this content for later use because I'm going to use this content in my Casa OS. I'm going to write this out in order to save it. I'm going to exit. So first I'm going to teach you how to install MySQL database on Docker using this compose file. Type sudo docker compose -- file and then path to this file. So compose.yaml up. So this is command that is going to install and run a MySQL database on your machine. But now I'm going to teach you how to do that all the same on your CasaOS. So I'm going to close this terminal, and in here I'm going to go to open my App Store. In here, custom install. In import, go to Docker Compose, and now I'm going to paste that entire content. And I'm going to click on Submit. This is okay. Let me see if everything is all right. Yeah, everything is on place, and I'm just going to click on Install and wait until it's done. Alright, here I have it, and as you can see it's up and running. And by the way, you can change this default icon by opening settings, and in here you are going to provide URL to that new icon that you want to use. And at least make sure that that icon it's license free. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to open my SQL workbench in order to test this database. Okay. So in database, connect to database, path to my machine where I'm hosting my SQL. It's, let me show you, 192.168.0.201. Port is 3006. Username I'm going to use root. And in here I'm going to provide pass as password for my database. Okay, I'm going to click on OK. And we are in. And as you can see, in here we have a default sys database, but I'm going to create a new schema. I'm going to call it MyDB and apply. Okay, we have it. Go on this button right. If you are on this menu, check this button right. I'm already here. Select this database with double click. So in that way it's going to become our default database. And I'm just going to create one table. Call it test. No, first I'm going to name table. Test table. ID, some default settings. And name. Okay, I just want to show you that this database is fully functional. Apply. And with this query, I'm just going to insert some data with insert into test table and field its name, value, let's be something like Jimmy. All right, and now I'm going to select all from this table. Yeah, we have our first record, Jimmy. And finally, I'm going to disconnect from this database. And I'm going to start it again. I'm going to connect to that database once again. So IP address is 192.168.0.201. Port root and password is pass. Okay. Now, in order to execute any statement, first we have to make sure that our database is selected. Double click on it. And now select all from test table and execute it. Yup. Data is preserved. So guys, that's all for this episode. I hope that you learned something new and interesting. So please like, subscribe, and see ya!